I'm begging you like you're my sister. I'm begging you like I know you personally. Don't rush into paying for such a house. Never. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. My name is Atim, for those of you that are new here, and today I'm going to be talking about fake house brokers and how to know them so that you can run for your life. In my previous video, I talked about how I was robbed by house brokers in Kampala. So these are just a few tips for you to know before you go house hunting in Kampala so that you do not get to become a victim. If the house or if the deal is too good to be true, it most likely is too good to be true. So please run for your life. What do I mean by if it's too good to be true? If you go to a house, or if the house broker takes you to a house that looks really good, it's in a very good neighborhood with good access roads, access to hospitals, schools, those things that make a house high end, and they are asking for very little money, or money that you personally you can always tell these things. Your gut, your instincts are telling you this is too cheap. It probably is a fake deal. Run for your life. I was deceived like that. I explained this in my previous video. I was deceived like that, and I got overly excited when I was taken to a house that I thought was really beautiful in a very good neighborhood, and the price was really low. So I thought to myself, this is a very good deal. I ended up paying for the house and I lost the money. So if it's too good to be true, question it some more. You might get robbed. If the house brokers begin pressuring you to pay for the house, chances are they're about to rob you. So how do they start pressuring you? If they start telling you, oh, there are other people, or there are some other people who had already looked at the house and they're interested in the house, or we have a group of people who already want the house, or stuff like that. They will even begin telling you, or if you don't pay for it as soon as possible, someone else might take the house. Don't get pressured into paying for a house. Chances are you are going to get robbed of your money. So take your time. Make sure you just take your time before you pay for the house. If the house broker takes you to a house that looks different from what you see, from what you saw online, because these days a lot of businesses are done online, including real estate. So sometimes they might post a house online, and then when you request them to take you to that house, they take you to a different house. Sis, bro, they are about to rob you. Be very careful with people who do that, because most cases the houses don't exist, or they are scammers, so they are about to take your money. This happened to me. I was taken to a different house from what I had seen online. I got these house brokers online. They took me to a house that wasn't the house that I had asked for, and it ended up being really cheap, and I ended up paying and I lost my money. So I am begging you like you're my sister. I'm begging you like I know you personally. Don't rush into paying for such a house. Never. If you go with your house broker to check out the house that they told you about, and you reach the house, and your house broker is not giving you the space to talk to the neighbors around or people that you found around, don't be so quick to pay for that house. Chances are that you're going to pay for a house that does not exist, or a house that you're going to be chased out of as soon as you get in, you know. So my advice is that always talk to the neighbors, talk to the people you find, talk to a caretaker, talk to basically anyone around there who did not come with a broker, you know. And then also, when you're talking to people around, you should always be careful, because you can never know who the broker is working with. They tend to work in groups and stuff like that, especially the thieves. They tend to work in groups, so you might end up finding a few people there and you say, oh, he must be the caretaker or the security guard or something like that. You end up talking to them and they are all in the same deal. What happens after that? You get robbed. So my other advice is that always talk to the neighbors around, but be very, very careful of who you're going to engage with in these conversations. If your house broker is telling you that you can only pay in cash, they are not giving you options of you can pay in the bank, sis, look well into that. Bro, you are about to be robbed. If you don't look well into that, you might get robbed. One, if they give you an account number, if you have the time, and if you really love your money, try to go and verify with the bank. Verify the account with the bank before you give in that money, because sometimes you end up putting the money in an account that is fake, and they will go and withdraw the money immediately, and you may never get your money back. So try to be cautious about that. If you ask the broker to let you talk to the house owner, a broker is different from a house owner. If you ask the broker to let you talk to the house owner before you make payments and they are a bit hesitant, don't make that payment. Sit down with the house owner and be sure that he is the real house owner. You people, losing lots of money is really painful in such a manner, so take your time. Never rush when you're trying to look for a house. Take your time, visit the landlord. If you're with a broker, see the landlord first, physically talk to the landlord and be sure that he is the real landlord, because at the end of the day you might end up paying money to someone who is in the deal together with a broker, you know, acting as the landlord, and he's not the landlord. I talk about this in my previous video still, where I was given a contact of someone who I was told was the owner of the property, and he was just a thief just like them. So I talked to this person and I believed everything that the person told me, that he was the owner, but in actual sense he wasn't. So I ended up losing money just like that. So I wouldn't want anyone to go through that. So be careful with that. These thugs always have websites, Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts and all that. So you will need to verify these accounts to make sure they are legit accounts and they are not just fraudsters and fake people who are trying to rob you of your hard-earned money. So always be sure to cross-check and try to look at reviews. Look at what people are saying about those people. Go through comments, go through the reviews, basically to be sure that the people you're dealing with are legit and they are not thieves and all that. So I think those are the points that I wanted to share with you. I don't know if I've forgotten anything. If you think I have forgotten to mention something, leave it below in the comments. Thank you so much for staying on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment and leave a like on the video. You can also share the video. If you haven't watched my previous video, please go and watch it, and yeah, so that you can know what prompted me to make this video in the first place. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you so much. God bless.